Want to hang out with heavily breathing people who refuse to get the COVID-19 vaccine? Well, looks like Atilis Gym, in Belmar, New Jersey, may have a deal for you. Gym owner Ian Smith tweeted out that Atilis is giving out free memberships to all who don't get vaccinated. Oh, no he didn't. Instead of did, get vaccinated, Smith wrote, don't, as in the word that rhymes with, won't, and, grown T. Apparently, Atilis Gym wants to collect people who have not been vaccinated against COVID-19 so that they can work out together in a gym indoors. And working out usually means some heavy duty, just saw some chocolate s'mores, level panting. Gee, what could possibly go wrong? As a reminder, something called the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic is still happening. In fact, the past few months have been the worst part of the pandemic to date. Countries like Taiwan, South Korea, New Zealand, and Australia have been able to effectively contain the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2, by following science and showing, in the words of Guns N' Roses, just a little bit of patience. Meanwhile, many political leaders in the US, especially one whose last name rhymes with rump, instead spent much of 2020 calling the virus different racial names and arguing against doing what public health experts were urging to do. When you don't do much to stop the spread of a virus, it will continue to spread. And spread and spread and spread. Allowing the virus to spread ends up hurting businesses in the long run. Oh, and now more contagious variants are spreading throughout the US as well. One reason for hope has been the US Food and Drug Administration's, FDA's, Emergency Use Authorizations, EUAs, of 3 COVID-19 vaccines. Clinical trials have shown that these vaccines can substantially reduce your risk of getting more severe COVID-19. So, if you get fully vaccinated, instead of landing in the hospital very ill with COVID-19, you could, well, not land in the hospital. The vaccine itself is not 100% effective, so you will still have to maintain other precautions such as social distancing and wearing face masks. But consider all these different precautions to be like Swiss cheese. Not that you should be injecting yourself with Swiss cheese, or disinfectant for that matter. Rather, each of these individual precautions has its relative holes, its weaknesses. And you don't want to leave holes exposed in general. Layering on different precautions together can cover the various holes. Plus, getting as many people as possible vaccinated as soon as possible while maintaining other precautions could really slow the spread of the virus to the point where it can be adequately contained. That's why encouraging vaccination makes good business sense. I already covered for Forbes some of the sweet incentives being offered by businesses like Krispy Kreme for people to get vaccinated.